Hey guys, I want to talk about Bribe, which is a talent that used to be generic. It was on a lot of heroes, but then Blizzard sort of trimmed it down and took it off quite a few heroes. And on the heroes that it did stay on, they changed it quite a bit so that it would fit each hero and how that hero plays in particular. So the five heroes that still have it now are Falstad, Murky, the Lost Vikings, Brightwing, and Nova. And all of these talents, they're not named Bribe. Like, for instance, you can see Wingman here. We have Murky. It's a fishy deal. We have Nova. It is covert missions. All of these, their talents are not actually named Bribe, yet they all fall under the Bribe umbrella. And you can tell because they all refer to themselves internally as Bribe. You know, killing a minion with pufferfish grants a stack of Bribe. Maximum of 32 stacks of Bribe. It's the same thing with every single one. Covert mission. Enemy minions killed near Nova grant a stack of Bribe. Alright? So they're all Bribe. Alright? No matter what they're actually called, they're all Bribe. Yet in Nova and the Lost Vikings particular talents, these talents have a special bonus, and says it right at the end here. If a camp is defeated entirely with Bribe, the camp respawns 50% faster. Well, see, like I said, this talent only actually applies to Nova and the Lost Vikings version. Other heroes don't get this, yet it still refers to it internally as Bribe. It says if a camp is defeated entirely with Bribe, the camp respawns 50% faster. So you would think, based on what we established earlier, that on all five of these heroes, like Falstad, for instance, Wingman, it says Bribe in the text. You would think that that means that this applies to all of the heroes with Bribe based on how it's worded in Nova and the Lost Vikings text, but that's not actually true. It only applies to Nova and the Lost Vikings, like I said. So really, what this talent should say is, if a camp is defeated entirely with covert mission, the camp respawns 50% faster. Or if a camp is defeated entirely with Viking bribery, the camp respawns 50% faster. Then this would be both more consistent and less confusing. And I know Blizzard fans get really uppity about text consistency, so I don't really see what would be wrong with making this very slight change. I think this is something that everybody can get behind.